Please welcome Bill Hicks.
Hicks was one of these comedians that just spoke his mind, didn't give a shit about anything.
A lot of Christians wear crosses around their necks. You think when Jesus comes back, he ever wants to see a fucking cross? It's kind of like going up to Jackie Onassis with a little sniper rifle pendant, you know. Hey, Jackie, just thinking of John. We loved him.
Before his death, aged just 32, Bill Hicks was on a mission. His razor-sharp, angry political comedy railed against the establishment and made him one of the most influential and trailblazing comedians of his generation.
Those who found Hicks when he was alive found someone who was brave and who was showing a way or trying to find a way of thinking against the system.
I'd never seen comedy like that. I'd never seen comedy that had purpose beyond jokes and commitment beyond hilarity.
Those guys were in hog heaven out there. You understand, man? They had a big weapons catalog opened up. What's G12 do, Tommy? Well, it says here it destroys everything but the fillings in their teeth. Helps us pay for the war effort. Well, shit, pull that one up. Pull up G12, please. Cool. What's G13 do?
One of the things I loved about Bill was that he had this, he was like disappointed in humanity in a way, and you know, was angry because he wanted it to be better, and would talk about these outrages.
That looks cool.
Bill's desire to change America's mindset went beyond simply performing on stage. In 1993, he traveled to Waco, Texas, with his friend Kevin Booth to see firsthand how the authorities handled the disastrous siege of the Branch Davidian compound.
Here they have Bible studies and ammunition studies back to back, or they have reloading classes for the children.
Just like every home in America.
All I know is it's going to be hell to pay when David Koresh, a.k.a. Jesus, a.k.a. Vernon Howell, makes his final move for the Lord.
Good evening. The Waco cult siege in Texas ended this evening in a devastating inferno and what appears to be mass suicide.
So the major news said that the Branch Davidians started the fire. If I'm not mistaken, correct me when I go off the story here. And that the Branch Davidians started the fire, and all they did was shoot in tear gas. And yet I've seen with my own eyes a Bradley tank shooting fire into the compound, which, isn't that odd that no major news source has picked up on that? How do you think that's newsworthy? Because that basically means that the government, from the FBI, the ATF, up to Janet Reno, including Clinton, are liars and murderers.
The fact that that horrible thing happened after we were there and we filmed that kind of made it so Bill was very passionate about that, and he started incorporating, you know, the Waco thing into his routine after that, and started talking about Waco all the time. And the gist of it was basically, you know, hey, if you don't do what we want you to do, we'll just burn your fucking house down.
Fuck them. They are liars and murderers. All governments are liars and murderers. And I am now Jesus. Now. And this is my compound.
Bill had enjoyed significantly more success in the UK than in his native America, so much so that on the 10th anniversary of his death, an early day motion was tabled in the House of Commons in his honour by MP Stephen Pound.
This House notes with sadness the 10th anniversary of the death of Bill Hicks on the 26th of February 1994. Recalls his assertion that his words would be a bullet in the heart of consumerism, capitalism and the American dream, and mourns the passing of one of the few people who may be mentioned as being worthy of inclusion with Lenny Bruce in any list of unflinchingly and painfully honest political philosophers.
Hicks is someone that'll just grow and grow through the work he's left now as well. But just seeing Hicks in a small venue, it's pretty much, you can put your finger on, that's what stand-up comedy should be.
John Lennon, murdered. John Kennedy, murdered. Martin Luther King, murdered. Gandhi, murdered. Jesus, murdered. Reagan, wounded. You know.
insurance.